This evening we've had the opportunity to hear from loved ones and family members of our wonderful bride and groom. However, we haven't had the opportunity to hear from them. So let's have a big round of applause for your bride and your groom, Matthew and Sarah.
Check. Okay, we're good. I'm not going to stand here and promise you that we won't take too long, because from the looks at these pages, we're probably going to be here for a while. But hopefully, we won't keep you guys from the bar for too long, okay? On behalf of Sarah and I, we'd like to thank you all for joining us and helping us celebrate in the most important day of our life up to now. A lot of work and patience has gone into preparing this wedding, and it would not have been possible without all the love, support, and help along the way from our family, friends, and of course, our wedding party over here. We would especially like to extend a special thanks to all those who have traveled from other cities, provinces, countries, just to spend this special day with us. There are too many of you to name, but we promise we'll thank you by the end of the night if we haven't already, except for one exception. We'd like to especially thank our beautiful flower girl, Penelope, wherever she is. Thank you for coming all the way to New York just to spend this special day with us. Next, I don't have a glass in my hand, but I'd like to ask everybody to raise a glass if you agree with me that Sarah looks absolutely stunning tonight. I don't have a glass, but I'll raise hers because I agree. Okay, next, I think I'd like to thank our parents. Without them, none of this would have been possible. Their love, support, and help throughout this entire process is something that Sarah and I will remember for the rest of our lives. Mom, Dad, you've always supported me. Regardless of what kind of trouble I was getting in, you always pushed me to accomplish all that I could ever dream of. You've always just made me believe in myself and never let anyone stand in the way of that. Thanks to you, I've never let anybody do that. Also, thanks to you, I have somebody else standing by my side who has those same beliefs in me that will also never let anybody do that and just pushes me to be the best person I am and achieve anything I can. My partner in crime, Sarah. Mom, you've always been able to make everything right. The glue that holds our family together, that is a quality that nobody could ever take away from you. Something that has made my life over the years a lot easier. That's for sure. Dad, no matter how sick of your jokes I am after 29 years, and everybody I think knows how sick I am of his jokes after 29 years, your ability to turn any dark situation into something bright is something I cherish every single day. You've been more than a father to me, you've been my best friend. Whether you were taking me to Jays games as a kid or sitting at home watching Habs games with me, pretty much everything I enjoy to this day is because of you. Thank you. I love you guys. Sorry. I didn't promise I wouldn't cry, so I guess that's a good thing. Dale. Thank you. Now you waved. I can see you. You've welcomed me into your house and treated me like your own since the first time I ever walked into your house. You've made me feel comfortable, loved, and part of your family, and for that I can't thank you enough. I also have to thank you for raising such an intelligent, strong, and hardworking daughter, and I know that you are as proud of Sarah as I am for all that she's accomplished and for all that she continues to accomplish. Anselm, give a hand too, because I have to admit, I was a little bit intimidated to meet you for the first time when we came to Grenada last year. You know, the big lawyer who is surely to be protective of her and says things how they are. But I knew one thing mattered to you the most, that you would find somebody for your daughter that would treat her better than anybody in the world. And I can promise you that I will do that. Our grandparents, Nono, Nona, Monica, we're extremely lucky to have you here with us today. And I know when looking at all three of you that you truly are the head of each of our families. The admiration and respect I have for each of you is something I will never have for anybody else. Nona, you've sacrificed for the better of your family from the day I was born. And the beautiful family we have is all because of you. Nono, I've never met a stronger person in my life. And I only hope that I can be half the man that you are. You have overcome obstacle after obstacle. Since you first came to Canada, and you continue to do so today. Yet I've never seen you without a smile on your face, just like now, Nono. Of course, I also have to thank you for taking me fishing as a kid, because everybody knows that that's what I love to do. It's the only thing that makes me not feel like an adult and feel like a kid. Gets my mind away from everything. Monica, much like Dale, you have welcomed me into your house since day one, and I want you to know that I always take care of your little Sarah and make sure that she has the best life possible, just as you have done. Next page, sorry. I told you it wouldn't be that quick. Now, over to my sister, Amanda. What else can I say about you? You've always been by my side. You've always put up with my stubbornness and often inability to compromise. From our constant fights as kids to the amazing relationships that grew out of it. Thank you for always being there. And most of all, thank you for always taking care of your little brother. I love you. The wedding party. I guess I can go on for days with this one, so I won't. But since I'm already over my time limit, I'll try and keep it as short as possible. The bridesmaids, Ashley, Terry, Amanda, thank you for being such an integral part of our day. And thank you for helping Sarah with anything she needed, whether it be for the wedding, the shower, or just somebody to talk to. Marlon and Lily, from the moment I've met you, I have to read this part because or else I'll start crying. Back in 2009, I knew your friendship with Sarah was something just very, very special. Whether she needed somebody to lean on, a shoulder, somebody to talk to, you guys are always there for her. It doesn't matter how far away, if you were in London, if you're in Schaumburg, it doesn't matter. You guys are always there for Sarah, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. You guys have been just as good a friend to me as you have to her. Thank you guys, and I love you as well. My groomsmen, realistically, every single one of you is my best man. Realistically. And I think there's probably another half dozen at another table that are the exact same as well. Regardless of how many roads we've crossed, how many different roads we've gone down, things have always remained one constant thing. You guys have always been there for me, and you guys have always been my best friends and my cousin. Of course, I can't leave it at just you guys. As I mentioned, those guys back there as well. I guess that brings me down to one extra person. If I wouldn't have accidentally pushed you into a creek almost in grade 9, Julianne, we wouldn't be standing here as well. Thank you for the beautiful words earlier before dinner. Thank you for your friendship to both Sarah and I. My best man, Mark. Obviously, the age different, it's been nothing that mattered to us because, as you can see, you're a few years older than I am. From our weekends at College at Kids, to you taking to my first Bills game and forcing me to chug a beer at the tender age of 15 in front of a police officer. You've always been my role model. I've always waited for the day to have you stand by my side as my best man. You're the big brother I never had, and I'll always look up to you for the rest of my life. I guess that's it. No, sorry, I'm just joking. I guess I saved the best for last. Today I got to marry my best friend. I married my best friend literally in every way you can look at it. Sarah. There's only one word that I can use to sum up the feeling that I've had since the first time I met you. It's blessed. I'm blessed that I found you. I'm blessed to now call you my wife. I'll be blessed to one day call you the mother of my children. And most of all, I'm blessed to have you by my side to pick me up regardless of how many times I fall down. You've taught me what unconditional love is, and I can't wait to see what our love grows into as each day passes and as I fall in love with you over and over again. I knew you were special. I remember introducing you in 2009, right before I went to Europe, and saying to Julianne, the same person I almost pushed into a creek, that you were somebody special. And regardless of what ups and downs I was going through, you were always there, believing in me. Thank you for always putting up with me, even though you know I always never like to admit when I'm wrong, how stubborn I am. And I guess what I would like to say to that is, when I told Julianne that you were special, I was right. So I'm still never wrong. My over-attention to detail, and most of all, I think that you know how special you are. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're caring, and you're never afraid to work hard to where you want to be or what you want to achieve. All that I could ever ask for you is to never change who you are, because in my eyes, in my life, you're perfect in every single way. I keep falling in love with you over and over again. I love you. I can't wait to share a lifetime of laughter, happiness, and love with you. I love you.
Well, that's a hard speech to follow. Today would not have been nearly as wonderful without the help of so many people. Firstly, my wonderful mother. You have been my constant inspiration to be a better person. Your strength in the worst of times has taught me how to be brave. You've taught me everything I know and raised me to be the person I am today. There's no possible way I could thank you for your love and support, but I'll simply try by saying, I love you very much. To my grandmother, who has also been like a mother to me, I wouldn't be standing here today without you. I know it wasn't easy having a hormonal teenager around, but even when I acted out, you were the only person who never got upset with me. All you've ever done is love me unconditionally. With the touch of your hand, I'm always assured that everything is going to be fine. I love you more than words can ever describe. Dad, you have always been there for me when I needed you and have been an aspiring role model. When I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer so I could be just like you. But instead, you taught me to follow my passion. That advice has been one of the greatest life lessons I've ever been given. Although we don't see each other often, I know there's nothing you wouldn't do for me. Thank you for being here today. You don't know how much it means to me having you by my side. 1 second, need to. Louise and Angelo, thank you for your generous contribution and your continuous support in the lead up to this wedding. You had made me feel welcome right from the very first time I met you, and I feel very fortunate to have married into such a great family. You have raised the man of my dreams, and I am forever grateful. Our supporting cast, Matthew's best man, Mark, who has been like a big brother to Matthew. I was so nervous to meet you because I knew how important you were to Matthew, just by the way he would talk about you. Over the years, I've gotten to know you, and now I can see why he looks up to you and loves you so much. To my new sister-in-law, Amanda, I'm so lucky to have you not only as a sister, but as one of my best friends. Your love and support mean the world to me, and I owe you big for showing me the way to Matthew's heart. Pizza.
Pizza.
My bridesmaids, Terry and Ashley, I have such wonderful memories of us growing up. Whenever I think back to our younger days, it fills my heart with so much love. You both are beautiful, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. Thank you for standing by me on the most important day of my life. I love you. One more touch up. My maid of honors, Marla and Liliana. We've been through it all, from the best of times to the worst of times. Through the years, I've watched both of you grow into strong women, and I'm so proud of all your accomplishments. Marla, your ambition and your natural ability to make me laugh are only two of the reasons why I love you. When we get into our laughing spells, no one can stop us. We laugh for hours, making up the funniest scenarios in our minds, acting them out, and then finding songs to match the scenes we are imagining. Spending time with you brings me so much joy. You always make me feel so fearless. Liliana, you have the most generous of hearts. There's nothing that you wouldn't do for the people you love. Your talents amaze me each and every day. You truly have an incredible artistic gift, and I can't wait for you to share it with the world one day. Whenever I need you, you're always there to guide me and support me. Both of you ladies are the sisters I've never had, and I feel so unbelievably blessed to have met you. Thank you for befriending me in science class. I love you. And that's it. No. Last but not least, to my handsome husband, Matthew.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
You came into my life at the perfect time. After a Nickelback concert where you began to mock me for my horrible taste in music. It wasn't until that moment when I saw the light. Nickelback sucks.
It's true.
Through the years, we have helped each other evolve as individuals and as a couple. You have encouraged me to follow my dreams and stuck by me every step of the way. Whenever I start to doubt myself, you are always the positive force that helps me find my way. I couldn't imagine a life without you because you are my everything. I've been blessed with the greatest gift, and that's loving you with all my heart. Tonight would not have gone so smoothly if it weren't for Matthew, who organized 80% of the wedding. Minus the decor. That was me. Thank you for planning the wedding of my dreams and more. I could not have imagined a more perfect day. I can't wait to see where life takes us as we begin this new chapter in our lives. I want to thank you all again for coming tonight to share in our special day. We love you all so much and feel truly blessed to have such wonderful family and friends. Thank you.
As I said, I didn't promise it wouldn't be too long. But what I can promise you is that we will both meet you at the bar for whoever wants to come have a shot with us right now.